Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a new exciting product to share with you, and it is this Laura Mercier Riviera Sun-Kissed Veil. So this is a like cream bronzer type product. Am I looking a bit dark? Bit better. That has just come out. It is available everywhere. It like immediately sold out on Cult Beauty, but it is now back in stock. It is available on Selfridges, Debenhams, all those places where Laura Mercier is stocked, Space NK, etc, etc. It sounded like a dream to me. So as soon as I heard about this product, read about this product, I was like, yep, I need it. I was actually hopeful that this was going to be a slightly more affordable, slightly, than the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel, as this retails for £30 as opposed to like the 40 odd that the Chanel does. I also got 15% off of this because I purchased it from Feel Unique, where it's currently on offer. Well, the whole website is on offer as 15%, but I don't know by the time this goes up if that will still be the case. So I got it for £25, which makes it considerably cheaper than the Chanel product. So I wanted to try this out with you today, see what we think, see if it's worth the spend. So you get 12 grams of product, which is a huge amount. The size of this pan is like almost the size of my head. So you get a lot of product, so that's good. You also get a very large mirror inside, try not to blind you. The gorgeous packaging. It smells like sun cream, like holiday. It smells gorgeous, and this is the description. So it says, part of the new summer range, this limited edition, be quick, illuminating veil gives skin a covetable sun-kissed glow. Housed in a delectable blue and gold marbled compact, true, you'll swoon over this luxe product every time you reach for it. A universally flattering and lightweight balm, this can be applied to the face, décolletage, legs or arms to give skin a summer glow. The creamy texture glides onto skin, leaving behind a sheer bronze illumination with a dewy finish. So there you have it. Now I have tried this a couple of times, and let me tell you, my initial swatch play was exceedingly devastated, absolutely distraught is what I was when I first tried this. Now this is called, it's being called a bronzer on the majority of websites that it's advertised. That description certainly sounds like a bronzer, but it's not actually being called the Laura Mercier Sun-Kissed Bronzer, but it does claim to give you a sun-kissed glow. It does say it leaves a sheer bronze illumination. There's lots of words in there that you would associate with bronzers, but on lots of websites it's actually being called a bronzer, or it's appearing in the bronzer section. So the first thing to note if you're thinking of picking this up is it is not a bronzer. It's not a bronzer. I don't know who this is going to be a bronzer on. Certainly not a bronzer on me. What this is like a glowy, dewy cream. So at the moment I have nothing on my skin other than foundation, concealer, and I've slightly set my concealer, you know, under my eyes, down my nose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I mean. So I'm going to be using my Japanese brush. This is the face brush. I'm afraid I don't have a name for it because there isn't one on there, but I'm going to swirl this quite heavily in the product, and I'm going to show you it not bronzing me. So I mean, I don't know, maybe if you have the palest of the fair skin, this might add a touch of colour. I actually feel like this is actually lightening my skin. Let me turn my lights down. Yeah, on me, this almost looks lighter than my foundation, but it is glowy. Yeah, I also, you know, with this type of product, if it's going to be like almost like a dewy highlighter, I'd want to be able to put it down my nose or my chin. I can't do that because it just has a slight tinge of colour that I wouldn't necessarily want down my nose and on my chin. So for me this is definitely a cheek or body product only. So let me just show you on the body. It is delightful. So here's my naked shoulder, little bit on there, can you see that? Little bit on the collarbones. We love a bit of collarbone glow. Now you might be able to see, can you? It's just adding a slight hint. I mean, if you are very, very fair, maybe this will give you a tad bit of colour, but it's certainly not bronzing up my skin. I mean, you can see it's certainly not a bronzer as I would use it. However, it is a very, very glowy, dewy kind of skin. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually bronze my skin. I'm going to actually put some bronzer on, and if you want to buy this, this is how I would kind of recommend it to be used. So here is an actual bronzer. So this is the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel, which, as we know, is very, very expensive, but in my mind totally worth the money. If you like a cream bronzer, I don't think this can be beaten. I think for me, my disappointment with this product is I was envisioning a Soleil Tan de Chanel that was dewy and like half the price. So here is the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel, which is a more subtle bronzer on me, and this is the Laura Mercier Sun-Kissed Veil. So you can see how much lighter and sheerer this is, and obviously when you blend it out, there's just really, on me, no colour there whatsoever, bearing in mind that this is a fairly soft bronzer on me. So you can understand, given that I thought this was going to be the answer to my dewy skin prayers, my disappointment. But if you know what you're buying, it is a very beautiful dewy skin product. It is the sort of thing you can pop on the top of your cheekbones, around your brows. As I said, if I put this down my nose, it kind of leaves a bit of a orangey cast to it, which I'm not a fan of, but on the skin, like all over, on your body, it's very dewy without glitter kind of product, which I really like and can appreciate. And obviously now I've bought it in the UK, you can't return stuff, so it's for me to kind of try and use in some way. You know, like a bronzer topper, like I can put this over the top of my Soleil Tan de Chanel and give it a bit more of a glow. But yeah, I think for me, for £30 for something that's not quite a liquid illuminator, it's certainly not a bronzer on me. I was extremely disappointed, and I feel like it's definitely being marketed in a confusing way, because in my mind I was 100% expecting a bronzer to turn up on my door. So there you have it. I hope that if, like me, you were expecting this product to be a bronzer, that this will save you the heartache that I have experienced. Because yeah, in my mind it's not a bronzer, it's more of a dewy, glowy, maybe like a body cream, or you know, if you were on holiday and you just wanted to have a bit of glow on your cheeks or something like that. But for me, there are far more affordable products out there that do that. So yeah, for me, I can't recommend it because it's just not at all what I was hoping it would be, and it doesn't do what I wanted it to do, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's fair, given that that's not what they intended it to be, but that's just how I feel about it, you know? I'm mad at it because I really thought it was going to be my dewy Chanel bronzer, but alas, it is not. I hope you found this review helpful and it may have saved you some money, or if this is what you have been looking for, you are very, very pale and this might actually work for you as a very soft, subtle bronzer, then I really, really hope it was helpful, and I would love to see you in a future video. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye, 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 bye.